Yes.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Joe Martens of the Olympic Authority. I'm calling today's meeting to order at 1 p.m. on June 16th, 2026. Thank you all for attending. We are welcoming committee members in person. I don't think anybody is joining us remotely. Okay. And to any of the public viewing, thank you for joining us today. Please note the meeting is being videotaped and a link to the video will be posted up on the authority website following the meeting. And as we start today's items, I'll remind committee members to please speak as clearly as possible and to identify yourselves each time you speak or make a motion. An agenda is included in the committee package. Renee, could you please call the roll to note that a quorum is present?
Joe Martens.
Here.
Betty Little.
Here.
Art Lucy.
Here.
Diane Monroe.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you. So the first item for the committee action on the agenda is the approval of meeting minutes. Could I have a motion approving the minutes of our last meeting held on September 19th, 2025?
I'll move that.
Okay, moved by Betty,
Second, Art.
seconded by Art. Thank you. So is there any discussion on the minutes? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And I wasn't present.
Okay, thank you. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries unanimously. So we have several items on today's agenda. The first item on the agenda is the investment policy, including the investment report and proposed resolution number 587. Hopefully you've all had a chance to look at it. I think it's very straightforward. The investment policy hasn't changed. Our investments are limited to very safe, government protected instruments. So any questions?
My only question is, I understand that we're going to be very contained in what we're able to invest in. And it looks like we're doing as good a job as we can in maximizing the benefit. But I wonder if do we keep an eye on other opportunities that could fall within the boundaries to maximize even more fully our ability to gain money from the investments? I'm just curious how that operates.
Yeah, and Ron, why don't you come join us at the table if you don't mind? So we are very conservative at the moment. We are looking at other options to see what other investments may be possible. Ron and I and Michelle have had a few discussions about what that would look like. We haven't taken any action yet, but we do continue, particularly as the interest rates on some of the investments that we're currently in continue to drop. We'd like to look at other options. So that is, on our docket of things to continue to research and find some safe, stable.
It's always keeping the eye out. Yeah, I think we're doing a great job. Of course, always want to.
You're right. We do have a number of options available to us. All of them are relatively conservative.
Yes.
So the spread is not going to be that significant. But
Correct.
if there are other opportunities, then they are protected by the institution, then by all means.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll take a look at it this summer.
Good. Thanks.
Who
That
knows
was my only.
where interest rates will go, but we'll see.
It's,
All right,
it's always good news that we have money to invest,
exactly.
to keep
Exactly.
this moving.
Yeah.
Yep.
There was a time we didn't.
Not that long ago.
No, not only did we not have money to invest, we were taking loans
Yes.
and paying interest, gaining interest.
Yeah, so it's good.
Okay, so could I have a motion to advise the board of directors that the executive committee recommends the proposed resolution be adopted as present?
So moved.
By Art,
Second.
seconded by Diane. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries unanimously. Next item on the agenda is the annual report and proposed resolution number 589. Ashley, could you give us a little review of the annual report?
Absolutely. I hope everybody had some time to review it and we can have a discussion on it in a few moments, but our team put in quite a bit of work for the 25-26 annual report. A draft was included in the packet that you received. And before we vote to approve it, we do want to flag two substantive changes that we will be adding two additional stakeholder quotes to the final version. Those updates were provided to you earlier today and will be reflected in the draft that goes to the full board later on this week. I also want to take a second to thank all of our partners who contributed quotes this year. You'll see that there was a number of them throughout the report from a number of stakeholders and partners that we work with on a regular basis. I really feel that it helps to tell the story of what ORDA is, the breadth of the relationships that we have, different groups who make our operations and events successful, and the community that surrounds it. Honestly, this report and this year has a lot to celebrate. It was an incredible year for us across the venues, the events, and our athlete program. And none of it happens without the dedication of our staff. They show up every single day and make the extraordinary look routine. I'm proud of what the team has accomplished, and we look forward to featuring more of it in the future. And you'll see some of it highlighted throughout the report, but it was a great year.
Thank you, Ashley. I'll just echo that it was a great year. The report looks great. I'm delighted about the addition of the additional quotes because they demonstrate the sort of the depth and breadth of the support we get from our stakeholders. I know I had another comment, which is escaping me at the moment, but mostly it was just to praise the effort. I thought the report was very nice visually and a lot of substance about what we do and how well we've been doing it.
There wasn't enough about Dartmouth hockey.
So legitimate complaint coming from the Dartmouth grad, Art.
And our first ever ECAC men's hockey victory. So, but no, I just would echo what Joe's talking about the report. I have to say the number of world-class events we did last year, I don't know if we'll ever do that again in the future. But I'm extremely proud of what the staff and the volunteers did to pull them off. And they were rapid fire for a number of weeks, January through March. And it was an extraordinary accomplishment for our region. And it's great that it's highlighted in a very, flashy report, and the pictures are phenomenal, and the people who put the report together did a great job of captivating the moments. And there were a lot of star-ridden moments, especially Jesse getting the Crystal Globe. Glad we were able to be a part of that, and it'll rest in cross-country skier lore, and to see the amount of people that came out to celebrate her tremendous career and accomplishments.
That was an amazing weekend.
And the report is online, right?
It is.
So anybody can watch.
Not yet.
Well, the draft.
The draft.
The draft is on there. The final report will be online.
The final report. Will be
Final
there.
report, yeah. So the comment that I lost a moment ago has to do with another issue that came up in our financial report is the growth in staff and the cost of staff. The staff has been expanding, and most of that is attributable to the fact that we have become a year-round operation. Historically, you all know that we were focused very seasonally on the winter seasons. Now we have a lot more activities in the summertime. Our venues have expanded and been improved, and we've had to add staff to staff all that. So there's a good reason for it. We are a major employer in the North Country, Middle Adirondacks, and in the Catskills. And I see that as, again, it's come out in our economic report in the past, and I think the future economic report, which should be coming out later this summer, is going to document the impact that we have in all the regions that we operate.
I'm excited for that. We've been wanting to see
I
that.
think it is a lot of very, very good news and captured very well in the annual report.
And just one thing to note on the, talking about year-round activities, from the time that Whiteface closed the mountain for the winter season till they opened the Veterans Memorial Highway was only 6 weeks. So the amount of time that that operational schedule is going is really, really changed. So it is year-round. There are increases in staff in order to be able to support that. And we do have obviously the eye on controlling that and balancing it, but it,
And preparing for the UCI event.
correct, yeah.
I'd offer one piece. There's a page that along the left edge says utilization. And in the document we got, it's on page 40. There's another spot that talks about events, but here it says events, programs, and activities. Ashley, that's the one where the music, Friday night music is not mentioned.
You know what, and I just looked through, Diane, on the left-hand column, and it says spring and summer events, and it has it listed free music on the bell. So they it's listed.
Yeah, there were two. There were,
Spring and summer.
one was a long, long, long list,
Okay,
and then the other was a list broken down.
got it.
And on the broken down list is where it's not there.
Okay,
That was the one spot.
okay, we'll take a look at
I
that.
had one other question.
Regarding NYSEF. I mean, I see NYSEF as being a really important partner. And in the, it was on page 45. Access, where access made easy and youth development. I'm looking again to see, I may have missed it, but okay, nope, I see it. NYSEF training programs at all levels, all venues. Okay. I made a note because I thought that was missing, and I think I know at Bel Air they're becoming increasingly important.
Yep, they're an important partner, and they're also kicking off, or maybe has already, Art, you may know, has started a strategic planning process
Yes.
to look at their future. Where, we've had many conversations, we'll be plugged into a big part of that. They're obviously an important partner of ours, and I think they feel the same about us. So I'm happy to see that they'll be going through that process and taking a look at the future.
Did we talk about the award from US Ski and Snowboard in the report? The award for the NYSEF ORDA?
May have touched on it at the last one. It was prior to receiving it, but
Okay.
please, you are,
Do,
do you want to mention it?
well, no, I just want to say, is it
In the report.
Report.
I thought I saw it, but it might have been in the memo to the board. So
No, is it in the annual report is the question?
But it was for April of this year that they were awarded, so it'd be next year.
Oh, next year's.
Okay, thanks.
got it.
Thanks, Darcy.
So one more question, just because I don't know. Also on what looks like page 40, year-round utilization, training days and competitor days. What's the difference?
It's
Fine.
It's broken down into whether athletes were here for a training camp or it was related to some sort of competition. So we do training camps and programs, and then we also do competitions. Some of them, somebody may come and do a training week and then be in a competition, but there are specific times where somebody will just come for a competition or just come for training.
Okay, and what is the metric? How is that measured to get the numbers that are there?
Darcy, do you want to speak to it?
Yeah, and this is a pretty big task that we've been initiating more and more.
I'm having trouble hearing you.
Sorry. Trying to improve athlete tracking much more, obviously.
Ah.
And so by venue, we're getting to a place where we're able to track by athlete the number of training days,
Okay,
and obviously competition
all right,
days.
so if you have an athlete in a specific program, this is the number of days that kid spent competing versus training.
Correct.
Got it. Thank you.
Okay. Could I have a motion to advise the Board of Directors that the Executive Committee recommends the proposed resolution be adopted as presented? And with the addition,
It's not as presented, right? It's
so it's with the addition of the two quotes.
the additions that have been discussed.
So moved.
Second.
Okay. Moved by Diane and seconded by Betty. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Motion carries. Thank you. I think that concludes the business of today's committee meeting. Are there any other items that folks would like to discuss before we adjourn? Okay. If not, then I'd like a motion to adjourn.
So moved. Art.
All right,
Yeah.
moved by Art, seconded by Betty. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Okay.
I probably should have asked this before you closed it, but are there any summer activities that are open to the public that we're promoting?
I'm going to turn that over.
So we have a number of activities, venues, that are, available. Yeah. So that ranges from music series, which Bel Air does every Friday evening. Gore has started at the ski bowl. They launched their first one last Friday, which was hugely successful.
Nice.
They had quite a turnout. They were running the new Hudson Chair as a lift opportunity. There was lots of hiking and mountain biking. The Veterans Memorial Highway is open here at the jumps. We have the elevator ride and the gondola and the zip line. The mountain coaster at Van Hovenberg started running on June 3rd. So everything's really open, or if not, it will be open very soon and ready now as school gets let out. So
Yeah.
Just gonna add one thing, just so everybody is aware, but we are participating in a large way in the 4th of July parade again this year here in Lake Placid. And it's got a theme of Rings of Independence, the play on Olympic rings and 250th anniversary. And so the USOPC is also going to have 2 floats. We're going to have the 2026 Italy athletes, whoever we can get, as well as another float of anyone at the Olympic Training Center. And then ORDA's another set of floats too. So it's on a Saturday. Last year was really big. So, and then after the parade, the athletes are going to go down to the Oval and do a poster signing like we did at Mount Van Hovenberg during finals. And then it's inline skating from 6 to 8 or 9 under red, white, and blue. So just a heads up on that too. That's
Great.
together.
Thanks, Darcy.
That's a Saturday after?
Yeah, Saturday is the 4th is a Saturday this year.
Yes, okay.
And there's a skating show on Friday as well.
Okay.
Red, white, and blue. Sorry.
I do like getting the emails. I'm getting I have a lot more information coming in regularly. And than I used to, and I really appreciate that.
So with that, I think the meeting is adjourned as of 1:18 on the 16th of June. Thank you all.
Good.